The Bible speaks about our purpose for existence. Um, Genesis 1:26. Let us make man in our image, after our likeness. We're special made to have a relationship with God, to know God personally. When Jeremiah said, I'm going to make a new covenant, in Jeremiah 31, he said, they will all know me, from the least of them to the greatest. And John 17, the beginning of his prayer, he said, this is eternal life, that they might know you, the one true God, and Jesus Christ whom you sent. And then you get to like Revelation 21, just one more chapter in the whole Bible after that. And John hears a voice from heaven, and God is saying, behold, in other words, hey, look at this. And he says, the tabernacle of God is with men, and he will be with them and be their God, and they shall be his people. God created us to be with him forever, so that we could have a family loving relationship with our Creator, and sin separated between us and God. And so when he was on his way back to Jerusalem to be crucified, he said, we're going back to Jerusalem. I'm going to be betrayed. I'm going to be scourged. I'm going to be mocked. I'm going to be put to death, and I'm going to rise on the third day. He said, that's what I'm going to do. Here we go. Let's go. He passes through Jericho, and there is a publican, chief publican, who was cheating people by the name of Zacchaeus. And Zacchaeus said, you're my Lord now. I'm repenting. I'm paying back fourfold what I stole, and I'm taking what I have and selling it, and half of it I'm giving to the poor. And Jesus said, salvation has come to this house. Okay, John, where are you going with this? Then Jesus said, for the Son of Man came to seek and save that which is lost. Zacchaeus fit into that context. He was saying, this guy isn't worthless. This guy's lost. And I'm about to go to Jerusalem and be crucified for his sins so that he can be with me. And so in this high priestly prayer, let's remember this is the night before Jesus is going to be crucified the next day. It's dark now, and he's probably in a vineyard, and the next morning at 9 o'clock, he's going to be on the cross. And so he's praying, Father, now that I'm going to pay the price, let's bring about the reason that I came. Let's get that accomplished. Listen to verse 24. Father, I desire that they also, remember, now he's talking about those who believe the disciples. They also whom you have given me, be with me where I am, so that they may see my glory, which you have given me. For you loved me before the foundation of the world. And so one of those people was Zacchaeus. And then what? He's on the cross now the next morning, and there's a guy next to him that says, Lord, remember me when you come into your kingdom. And he didn't just say to that thief on the cross, verily I say to you, you shall be in paradise. He said, you shall be with me in paradise. In John 14, in the upper room before he left, remember he said, don't let your heart be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions, and if it weren't so, I would have told you, and I'm going to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will receive you unto myself, so that where I am, there you may be also. That's what he was wanting to accomplish. I'm sure heaven is great with mansions and pearly gates and gold and all of the beauty and majesty. But what God is really after is you and me being with him forever. Nothing ever separating us from the God who created us and redeemed us with the blood of his Son. Which is why David, a man after God's own heart, in Psalm 23, there's only 6 verses in the 23rd Psalm, but what he's saying in the last one. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life, and I'll dwell in the house of the Lord forever. That's what life is all about. Have a great day.